besides being two of today's most successful actors. Vin Diesel and The Rock are two moguls who know how to multiply their enormous fortunes. But have you ever wondered which of them has the more luxurious life? In this video, you'll see a heated battle between Vin Diesel and The Rock. So, let's fight! Most expensive property. When it comes to good places to live, the two bullies don't usually skimp. But who has the most luxurious property? Starting with Vin Diesel, there's speculation that he owns a mansion in metropolitan Atlanta, Georgia. Located in a prime area with many mansion buildings in the neighborhood, the property is on a huge plot of land surrounded by trees, looking very much like a wooded castle. The interior of the house is enormous, with over 1,000 square meters divided over 2 floors, 7 spacious bedrooms, and 9 luxurious bathrooms, more than enough space to house the entire cast of the film if they so desire. The residence is classically and luxuriously decorated, for example with huge chandeliers that bring a sense of sophistication to the environment. The rooms also have a strong presence of wood, something that was widely used in older buildings, and that is even more visible in the office that is all covered. Another quality of this big house is that the rooms are very spacious and wide, with a ceiling height of approximately 3.6 meters, besides having huge windows that go almost from the floor to the ceiling and bring great natural lighting. And of course, the property is also equipped with several typical mansion amenities, such as a beautiful swimming pool, complete gym, movie room, and even a wine cellar. So we can say without a doubt that this residence is on par with Vin Diesel. And it is known that the actor initially rented the property for about $30,000 a month, but according to some sources, he later bought it for something around $3.3 million. Since 2001, it has been speculated that the actor lives with his family in a mansion situated on a 2.14-acre lot, which was purchased in 2001 for about $2.25 million, but according to some sources, the property is currently valued at more than $5.3 million. The Rock, on the other hand, owns a luxurious mansion situated on a 3.67-acre plot in Beverly Hills in California. Although there are few records of the interior of the property, it is possible to see that Dwayne Johnson's property can offer a lot of privacy, leisure, and comfort for him. Resembling almost a resort, the mansion has several amenities such as a large green space, a cinema room with comfortable armchairs, a tennis court, a recreation area with a swimming pool, and even another heated swimming pool that is fully covered. And to acquire this Mediterranean-style mansion, the star had to spend a real fortune. According to some sources, The Rock had to pay the princely sum of $27.8 million. In other words, The Rock wins this round easily. Point for him. Luxury transport. Both actors like to travel in the utmost comfort and safety, but who invests more money in luxury transport? The Rock, for example, has been seen in a Gulfstream G650, one of the most modern, fastest, and longest-range aircraft available on the market in this segment. The interior of the plane is luxuriously finished and can carry up to 18 people with great ergonomics. And although we do not know if he owns this little jet, it is estimated that to rent it you have to pay about $15,000 per flight hour. Vin Diesel is not far behind. Starting with actor Vin Diesel. For him to get around during the filming of Fast and Furious 7, for example, a Boeing 777 was chartered to carry Vin Diesel and the entire crew. It is one of the largest twin-engine aircraft in the world, with a capacity to carry more than 500 people depending on its configuration. And to charter, this same model of aircraft is estimated to cost about $28,000 for each hour of flight, so it is very likely to cost hundreds of thousands of dollars. Vin Diesel also likes to have fun on the high seas. The actor has been spotted several times enjoying life aboard beautiful, sophisticated yachts. And although we do not know the exact model of the boat used by the actor, it is very likely that to rent it must have cost a few tens of thousands of dollars. And because they don't own the luxury transports, we'll consider this round a draw. Points for both of them. Other properties. Both actors like to live in lots of places, but who has the most impressive property portfolio? Vin Diesel, for example, has owned a house in the city for more than 16 years. Vin Diesel's property sits on a 31,200 square foot lot on a quiet, heavily wooded residential street in the hilly Beverly Crest neighborhood. Built in 1957, the house appears to have never undergone any renovations, remaining the same decor since its creation. The interior of the house is quite simple for a man as wealthy as he is, which shows that despite being a Hollywood star, Vin Diesel seems to be not at all attached to luxuries. The property has about 1,500 square feet of floor space, divided into 2 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms. In the master suite, there is a spacious bathroom with marble imitating ceramic tiles and a beautiful bathtub. And even though the house looks ordinary, it is still worth good money due to its good location. And although there is no information on whether Vin Diesel still lives in this house, it is known that in 2016 the property was put up for sale for about $1.4 million. The Rock, for his part, bought a 13,000 square foot mansion in a gated community in Miami, Florida in 2012. Going inside the property, we can see that the decor has a classic style with very sophisticated furniture. According to the photos that were released in the media, the mansion has a cinema room for the actor to watch his movies, as well as 6 beautiful and spacious bedrooms and 7 bathrooms, some of which are very luxurious. In the external area, there is a lot of space with very green grass and a beautiful swimming pool with a jacuzzi. And to live in this big house, some sources estimate that the actor paid around $3.5 million at the time. When Dwayne Johnson wants to have more tranquility and contact with nature, he can enjoy his amazing 46-acre farm in Powder Springs. Entering the property of the actor, we can see how well cared for and beautiful his farm is, with an extensive green lawn, an ideal place for those who enjoy contact with nature. There is, for example, a large private lake, a place where The Rock has already posted on social networks that he likes to practice fishing and have a lot of fun with his daughters. The main farmhouse, which was built in 2002, has French Provençal architecture and has almost 15,000 square feet of floor space. Its interior has a rustic design, with a strong presence of walnut wood and stone cladding, as well as high ceilings and good natural light, reminiscent of old historic mansions. The mansion has 8 bedrooms and 9 bathrooms, some of which are very large and luxurious. In the backyard of the property, there is a good recreation area with a barbecue and a beautiful round swimming pool with a whirlpool. But no doubt it is the outside of the property that is most impressive, with a large area of pasture and of course a barn with 12 stables for the property's horses. And for when the actor wants to have fun with his animals, there is a spacious sand track for horses. As reported in the media, Dwayne Johnson needed to spend about $9.5 million. Considering the price of property, it's The Rock who wins this round. Point for him. Cars. The two moguls are completely enamored of luxury vehicles, but which one has the most valuable garage? Vin Diesel, for example, is rumored to own beautiful cars such as $25,000 1993 Mazda RX-7, $28,000 Subaru Impreza WRX STI, $30,000 1966 Pontiac Bonneville, $35,000 BMW E60 M5, $50,000 1973 Chevy Camaro, $75,000 1970 Plymouth Roadrunner, $80,000 1994 Toyota Supra, $165,000 1969 Dodge Charger Daytona, $170,000 1970 Chevrolet Chevelle. Vin Diesel loves cars so much that on his birthday he usually gets beautiful cars as gifts from his friends. An example is his 1970 Dodge Charger, a vehicle made for those who like speed and are passionate about old cars. This car is equipped with a powerful engine, capable of accelerating from 0 to 62 miles per hour in 6.3 seconds, which is not bad for a vehicle that was manufactured in the 1970s. And to give you an idea of the price, you can find this same car model being advertised for over $200,000. From his friend Tyrese Gibson, Vin Diesel got a beautiful Rolls-Royce Sprinter van as a gift. It is a spacious and comfortable vehicle, which was customized to deliver plenty of luxury and sophistication to the actor. And it's no wonder that the price of the car was estimated at around $250,000. The most expensive vehicle that Vin Diesel is speculated to own is a Lykan Hypersport, a super luxury sports car that has already appeared in scenes from the movie Fast and Furious 7. This fantastic car is equipped with a super engine capable of accelerating from 0 to 62 miles per hour in an unbelievable 2.8 seconds, reaching a top speed of 248 miles per hour. And not just anyone can have one of these in their garage, as only 7 units were produced worldwide, all of which are already owned. And at the time the vehicle was produced, it sold for a whopping $3.4 million. The Rock for his part has been seen with several impressive cars, such as $35,000 Plymouth Prowler, $55,000 1971 Chevy Chevelle, $75,000 Ford F-150, $80,000 Jaguar F-Type, $105,000 Cadillac Escalade, $110,000 Range Rover Sport, $120,000 1969 Chevrolet Camaro, $130,000 BMW i8, $140,000 Porsche Taycan, $145,000 Porsche Panamera, $150,000 Aston Martin Vantage, $180,000 McLaren 650s, $210,000 Aston Martin DB9, $220,000 Bentley Continental GT, $250,000 Ferrari 458, $300,000 Lamborghini Huracan, $310,000 Ferrari F12 Berlinetta, $340,000 Rolls-Royce Cullinan, $350,000 Rolls-Royce Wraith, $450,000 Lamborghini Aventador, $500,000 Ford GT 660. Already in the millions, he has been seen with a McLaren P1, a super sports car capable of attracting a lot of attention wherever it goes, whose price of the latest models can easily exceed the figure of $1.2 million. Even more expensive, Dwayne Johnson has already taken a picture with a Ferrari LaFerrari, a stunning vehicle with a modern and futuristic design, capable of charming anyone who likes sports cars. And it's no wonder that to have this incredible vehicle in your garage, you may have to spend a real fortune, and it can be found for more than $1.4 million. The most expensive car The Rock has ever seen was a beautiful Pagani Huayra, a sports car coveted by many car lovers. The sports car has a modern design with an impeccable finish, and if the actor has this car, he may have shelled out more than $2.6 million. Considering the sum of the price of the cars, The Rock takes this round. Point for him. Sources of income. As well as being two successful actors, they also have other sources of income. But who stands out more in the business world? Vin Diesel, for example. Due to his distinctive baritone voice, he can make a name for himself as a narrator and has lent his voice to many successful movies such as Guardians of the Galaxy, Avengers, Infinity War, Avengers, Endgame, and Thor: Love and Thunder. Because Vin Diesel is considered a world-renowned celebrity, he can also earn income from this. To get an idea of the actor's popularity, on Instagram alone he has almost 90 million followers, and on Facebook this number exceeds 100 million people. And all this fame ends up attracting the interest of some brands to sponsor him, such as the Chinese electric vehicle manufacturer Yadea and the American car brand Dodge. As an entrepreneur, Vin Diesel founded the production company One Race Films, which has already released several films starring him, which contributes to further increasing his share in the profits of the films in which he participates. Among the films already made by his company are, for example, The Last Witch Hunter, Babylon AD, Bloodshot, Riddick, XXX, Return of Xander Cage, among many others. But without a doubt, the company's main source of revenue comes from the Fast and Furious franchise, a series that has already grossed billions of dollars. To get an idea of the size of the film's productions, it is estimated that in Fast and Furious 6 alone they destroyed around 350 cars, and if we add up all the films in the franchise, this number can easily exceed the incredible mark of 1,500 vehicles that turned to dust. And of course, to spend that kind of money, you need to have a nice financial return. The movie series starring Vin Diesel is one of the most profitable in the history of cinema, earning, for example, about $1,236 million in The Fate of the Furious, and even the incredible $1.5 billion in Furious 7. And if you add up the sales of all the films in the franchise, the number exceeds the incredible $6 billion mark. The Rock is not far behind. One of his ventures is his production company called 7 Bucks Productions, which has released several successful films starring him, such as Rampage, Jumanji, The Next Level, Hobbs and Shaw, Red Notice, among others. However, in the fitness business, Dwayne launched Athletico in 2019, a mega event with talks focused on athletics and well-being. He has also released his own app called The Rock Clock, which features a motivational alarm clock and goal plan for those who are looking to improve their physique. On the other hand, in the American football universe, it was announced in the media that The Rock and other partners have acquired the XFL Professional League for $15 million. Dwayne Johnson also has investments in the beverage business, being for example one of the partners of Zoa Energy, an energy drink made for those who need more energy. In addition, one of the actor's biggest businesses is his stake in the tequila brand Teremana, which has been very successful with the public and is projected to be worth billions of dollars in the coming years. And social media is where Johnson does a lot of the publicizing for his companies. On YouTube, for example, he has over 6 million subscribers, and he makes use of this audience to make money by boosting the sale of his products. On Instagram, it's no different, because he is one of the most followed celebrities in the world, with around 350 million people and potential customers. But he also takes advantage of his fame to advertise for other companies such as Apple, Voss, Under Armour, among many others. To get an idea of figures, it is estimated that the actor's 2017 partnership with automaker Ford alone earned him around $15 million a year. But his biggest advertising contract is estimated to be with sporting goods brand Under Armour, with some sources estimating that the actor receives around $25 million a year from it. And because it's difficult to determine how much they make from each venture, we're going to consider this round a draw. Points for both of them. Net worth. As two world-famous actors, everyone knows that they have amassed huge fortunes. But who has the biggest net worth? Vin Diesel, for example, has already made a lot of money in his career. His money has also been growing as his movies became more successful and his name became more and more known in the movie industry. To get an idea of his earnings, it is estimated that he received about $100,000 for Saving Private Ryan, $1.5 million for The Fast and the Furious, $11.5 million for The Chronicles of Riddick, $15 million for Fast 5, $20 million for The Fate of the Furious, and an unbelievable $47 million for Furious 7 because the movie was a box office champ and he increased his fee due to his participation in the profits through his production company. And it is no wonder that he is always present in the Forbes list of the highest paid actors in the world. And even though nobody knows exactly how much his fortune is, according to some sources it is estimated that he has a net worth of approximately $250 million. The Rock, on the other hand, is considered one of the most successful actors in the world. In his prime wrestling in WWE, The Rock's salary reached the million-dollar figures, with sources estimating that he'd even made around $5 million a year. But it was as a Hollywood movie actor that Dwayne Johnson really made his money. To get a sense of figures, it is estimated that he received about $5,500,000 for The Scorpion King, $9 million for The Other Guys, $10 million for Fast and Furious 6, $12,500,000 for The Rundown, $14 million for Central Intelligence, $15 million for Furious 7, $20 million for Hercules, $22,500,000 for Black Adam, $23,500,000 for Red Notice, and some $25 million for San Andreas. And it's no wonder that The Rock has been considered the highest paid actor in the world multiple times, with his peak being in 2018 when it was estimated that he was paid around $124 million for the year, becoming the highest paid actor of all time. And while no one knows exactly how wealthy The Rock is, many sources estimate that Dwayne Johnson has a net worth of approximately $800 million. As The Rock's fortune is much greater than his opponent's, he wins this last round. Point for him. At the end of this fight, we have 2 points for Vin Diesel against 6 points for The Rock, making him the winner of this battle. But if you think there are still other arguments to defend one of the two, write your best justification below. Hey, you like the video? So don't forget about leave your like and comment, and tell some suggestions of another videos, and hopefully we gonna do it. All About channel, deals to satisfy your curiosity.